All right, let's unpack a modern financial mystery. How in the world are people affording these brand new trucks and cars that cost more than a down payment on a house? And, maybe more importantly, what's the real price they're paying?
I mean, you've seen it, right? You look out your window, and there it is, in your neighbor's driveway, a brand new $70,000 truck. And you just have to ask yourself, how are they doing that? Are they secretly rich? Well, the answer is a lot more complicated and, frankly, a bit more worrying.
Okay, so let's just get right into the numbers. The average, and I mean average, monthly payment for a new car in America has now soared past $700. And listen, that's not for some fancy sports car. That's the average. For a lot of people, that's more than their grocery bill for the month.
But wait, it gets even more extreme. If we look just at trucks and SUVs, the vehicles everyone's driving these days, that average payment jumps to over $900. We're talking about tons of people signing on the dotted line for $1,000 a month, or even more.
And this is the part that really gets me. The people buying these things, they're not billionaires. They're teachers, nurses, mechanics, regular people with regular jobs. So if their paychecks haven't doubled overnight, what's going on? How is the math even possible?
All right, so how is it possible? Well, it all comes down to some, let's call it creative financial math that makes an insane number look, well, doable.
The number one trick, the single biggest reason this works, it's time. Think about it. Not that long ago, a car loan was maybe 3-4 years tops. Now, 7, even 8-year loans are totally normal. And that, right there, is how you make something super expensive look affordable month to month.
So let's just put some real numbers to this. Imagine a $60,000 truck. If you try to pay that off in 4 years, your payment is something like $1,500 a month. Ouch. But stretch that same loan out to 8 years, and suddenly it's $900. That feels better, right? But here's the kicker. You end up paying $14,000 more in interest just for that lower monthly payment. And this is where these long loans get really dangerous. They create this trap called negative equity. Basically, your truck loses value way faster than you're paying it off. So after a couple years, you owe the bank way more than the truck is even worth. You're literally underwater on your car loan.
This is how the cycle gets you. So 3 years go by, you want a new truck, but you're still underwater on the old one. The dealer says, hey, no problem. And what do? They take that debt you still owe and just roll it right into the loan for the new truck. Suddenly, your loan balance explodes and you are completely trapped.
It's been called a financial hamster wheel, and that's the perfect way to put it. You're running and running, making these huge payments every month, but you're just getting further and further behind. It's a really tough cycle to break.
So, we've looked at the math, the how, but that's only half of it. To really get it, we have to look at the psychology, the why. Why are people signing up for this in the first place?
And here's the deal. Car companies are geniuses at marketing. They're not just selling a car to get you from point A to B. Oh no, they're selling you a lifestyle, an identity. That massive truck isn't just a vehicle. It's a symbol that you're tough, you're successful, you're a hard worker. And when you buy into that, suddenly a crazy payment starts to feel, well, pretty rational. This emotional hook leads to something pretty wild. Some people call it automotive Stockholm syndrome. It's where owners start to defend their purchase. They become emotionally attached to the very thing that's crushing them financially. It's a really powerful defense mechanism. And to keep that feeling alive, people will do some incredible financial backflips. I'm talking about getting a second job just for the car payment, or pulling money out of their retirement savings, skipping vacations, putting gas and repairs on a credit card, all to hang on to the very vehicle that's causing all the financial stress in the first place.
Okay, now let's talk about the stuff they never put on the big shiny poster at the dealership. Let's figure out the true, total cost of owning one of these things. And I'll warn you, the numbers are pretty shocking.
See, that monthly payment? That's just the cover charge. The insurance on a truck like that, it could easily be $200 a month. Gas? If you're only getting 15 miles to the gallon, you're looking at another $350, maybe more. And don't even get me started on repairs for modern cars. It all adds up, and it adds up fast. So let's do the math. Let's add it all up. You take a $55,000 truck with a 7-year loan. You add in all the payments, plus the insurance, plus the fuel, plus maintenance and repairs. Over those 7 years, you didn't spend $55,000. You actually spent more than $132,000. So think about that. You just spent $132,000. That's like house money in some places on this truck. And after all that time and money, what are you left with? A 7-year-old truck that's maybe worth 15 grand. This isn't just a bad investment, it's literally destroying your wealth.
Which brings us to the big question, the one we all have to ask ourselves. Is that car in your driveway an asset, something that's making your life better, or is it a giant financial anchor, just weighing you down?
Let's play a what-if game for a second. What if, instead of paying that $800 a month for the truck, you invested it? After those same 7 years, instead of having a depreciated truck worth 15 grand, you could have over $70,000 saved up. That one choice, it can literally change the entire course of your financial life. So, that's what we want to leave you with. Take a hard look at your own car or truck. Really think about the total cost. And then ask yourself, honestly, is this thing a tool that's serving you, or is it a financial anchor that I'm serving? The answer? Well, it just might change everything for you.